Media Podcast. It's your girl Country, and today we are sitting here with Columbia, South Carolina's very own BayRay.
Yo, what's going on, man?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for traveling all this way just to come to the interview. That's dope. I appreciate it. Let's start off with your name. How did you get your name?
Oh, man, I was raised by, my mom and my stepdad was a big influence in my life. And my stepdad was murdered when I was a kid. So I took his name, in the streets, which was BayRay, as a way of kind of like keeping him alive.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's real dope. Oh, man, 'cause I had a stepdad, too. They don't get a lot of recognition.
Nah.
So that's super cool. Oh, I like that. Okay, we cool already. Okay, so what kind of music do you make? For those that never heard of you, how would you describe your music?
Like hip hop and R&B, man. I sing a little bit,
You sing, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I sing.
Do people ever say your music reminds them of anybody?
Oh, man.
Why you start smiling? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm DJ FX from FX Soundbox. I started smiling because we were talking to a gentleman yesterday, and he BayRay let him hear some of the R&B records, and he immediately said the same thing I said when I heard him sing, and he said, "Man, you sound a little bit like." He kept thinking, like, it wasn't Usher. It was
Neo, man.
Neo.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Oh man, you sound like Neo." I said, "Oh, I told
That's
him."
a compliment.
Man, I hear a lot of stuff, man. Like I hear, oh yeah, and like I said, he already introduced his FX Soundbox. He my producer. Is one half of my production team. It's him, and it's 3-9. They're like they come together,
Okay.
But I done heard everything since from rapping. I done heard everything. Like I sound like J. Cole to Nas to people like that.
But that's dope, though.
And then singing wise,
yeah. That's real dope.
Singing wise, I done heard Neo, Trey Songz, Usher. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because you got your name from your stepfather, were you doing music before you met your stepfather? Well, was he in your life pretty much?
Yeah, he's been in my life. He's been in my life the whole time,
Okay.
So
at what age did you come out to music?
I was always around music. People in my family DJ'd, I had homies that made beats and stuff like that. But I really didn't take music seriously until maybe like a couple months before I met DJ FX, and it was probably like what, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
How did y'all meet?
3-9 and BayRay went to high school together, and 3-9 is my son.
Okay.
So we did a record. He sent it to BayRay, and BayRay recorded it, and he sent it to me, and I listened to literally maybe half a verse, and I stopped it. I called, my son. I was like, we have to sign him. We have to keep him because he was just that dope. Like, I couldn't believe that he hadn't been discovered yet. He's just that dope. So we did the deal, and here we are today.
That's the
2-3 projects in. So.
Is he your only artist?
Right. Well, it's him and a guy by the name of Big Brick, and working with a legendary R&B guru, Big Bub from the group today.
Okay.
Working with A.B. Money, who's produced for Tupac, Biggie, Alicia Keys, Miles Davis. Worked with legendary hip hop producer Easy Mo B, and just the list just goes on and on and on. So yeah.
Now your first album was called 90s Baby. Did that do as well as you thought it was?
Yeah, it was cool. That was that they did about 8 joints on it. But that's when I kind of when I first met him. and we were trying to fill each other out. But you know, it did pretty good, man. You know, that's kind of when I first started too. You know, taking it seriously.
Okay.
And then the album that just came out, the 39 Effects of the Ronin, that's kind of like when I.
Do you see a big difference as far as growth between the two?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they're only a couple months apart, too.
On your second album, The Effects of Marsha and Black Maserati, you did those beats?
Yeah, we produced the whole album.
Yeah.
39 Effects of the Ronin was solely produced by FX Soundbite.
I like the whole album, but those beats, I really like those beats.
Yeah, they do all my beats, man.
You had a song, Southern Boy. Is that a sample of it? Do you use samples sometimes?
We use sample all the time. But
so Southern Boy had a sample in it.
Southern Boy was more, what I did for that one was I actually played the melody and resampled myself.
Oh, okay.
So I sampled, to answer your question, yeah. But I sampled myself within the record and then played strings and all that good stuff as well. So
okay, because I was listening to it and I was like, I just felt like it reminded me of something, but I couldn't remember. I was going to ask you what you sampled, but okay. So I think it's called Meaning of Wake Up, Mr. West.
Make them say,
Yeah. What did you come up with that inspiration? What does that song mean before that?
That's how I felt about Kanye, man.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, man. So I made the record, man. When I made the record, man, it was Kanye was going, he was doing some bullshit, like he was, being like I seen a picture, man. He was feeding some guy in the car, like he was a servant or something. Mm-hmm. He's beefing with Drake over a rumor that his wife was having an affair with Drake, like. And I was like, man, like you tripping about the wrong stuff, man.
How you feel about his church?
I think it's funny,
Do you think it's serious? Do you take him serious with that? Or when he said he should have had a place in the Bible, he feel like he should
I don't know about that. Man. I don't know if he should have a place in the Bible, man, but
I think he been got it all.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, how old are you?
26.
So what kind of music did you grow up on?
Well, everyone I knew listened to like that South stuff downtown. So he had like Jeezy, he had like Gucci Man, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when I go up to visit my family in Delaware and stuff like that, my uncles always play like Big and Nas and the Wu-Tang Clan and Jada and my granddad played Billy Paul. He would play Teddy Pendergrass, stuff like that. So that's why I feel like I'm drawn more to that sound more than the South kind of stuff because, when I went up there, I actually heard that they actually care about writing more than, most Southern artists. I ain't gonna say all, but, most Southern artists, the artists up there, singer-wise, they're a little bit more soulful. Mm-hmm. So.
What do you feel is the biggest difference between music that you grew up listening to and music that's coming out today?
The feeling. The music coming out today, they just do it. They do it, they release it. It's not timeless. They just make it. It's a hot song for, a couple months. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, they would make records and it lasts for years.
More soulful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isley Brothers, that lasts years. Biggie joint, he dead, it still lasts. Flavor in Your Ear with Crack Mack and them, that record's still hot. And nowadays, people release records and then next month they want something else.
Do you think any artist today gonna have any music years from now that you're gonna hear be like, oh yeah, I remember that, it was a classic? Like the way you said about the Isley Brothers.
Nowadays, I'd probably say like Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Artists like that, Rhapsody, Cole, Kendrick, artists in that kind of lane. I don't really see none of the
Lil Yachty.
Yeah, the trapper artists, they probably get mad if I say that, but I don't really see the trap artists having extreme longevity. Mm-hmm. Because every artist I kind of view that has like longevity in the game that become greats and legends, they're always people that care about writing, like I think the biggest rappers they have as far as trap, they've been the biggest rappers still for years. They got Gucci Man, you got, but I don't see the other artists that make that kind of music being legends. Like when they pass away, people will mourn them, and that's what people want. They want their lyrics and their writing to be immortalized.
So with that being said, what sets you apart? What makes you different from other artists out now?
I think what set me apart is I just like I care about the music. I'm pretty sure other people care about the music, but I actually genuinely care about it. I actually care about what I say when I write my lyrics. I actually care about how I'm singing it and when I write my singing. How I'm singing it, what I'm saying when I stuff like that. So, a lot of artists I meet too nowadays, man, they go in there, they don't write nothing. They just go in there and they just do a punch in method, and I feel like they're not really putting their mind to that next gear. They just saying the first thing that comes to their mind. You got to put deep thought into what you do.
Do you think that you get the support that you deserve from your hometown?
Not yet.
Nah.
That seems to be like a big thing. When you travel, do you get more love?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like your hometown really only love you when you blow up. When you blow up, because if you trying to do something where you from, then everyone kind of already know who you are. They went to school with you. They kind of already got a feel with you were before. Whereas other places, you kind of got more of a mystique to yourself. So they actually, if they listening to you, they actually listening to you as an artist. They not listening to you as, oh boy, I went to school with. So when you blow up in another city, then your hometown like, yo, he was here, he from here, yo, we gonna support him now. The other cities, they just know you as the artist they listen to. Your hometown know you as the dude that played basketball, the dude that was on the corner. They know you as something other than the musician. So,
where are some places that you performed at?
I've performed in Columbia, of course. I performed in El Paso, Texas. I performed in Delaware.
When you on stage, have you ever started a song and the crowd knew the words?
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
It's a great moment. It's a great moment, man.
What song was it?
It was Black Maserati.
Is that your favorite song to perform? What's your favorite song?
My favorite song to perform is probably Marsha, because I think I like to rap. I perform R&B stuff, 'cause, my audience likes when I sing, but I like to perform it, and the fact that they knew the words, that was incredible. That was dope.
Did you cry?
Nah,
We'll cut that part.
I ain't crying.
Who are some people that you would like to work with?
Oh man, well, does it mean like producer wise or just like artist wise?
Artist wise.
Oh man, so artist wise, I want to do something with Cole, just 'cause that's Cole. That's my favorite rapper. So Cole, then I want to do something with Raekwon the Chef.
I'm a Wu-Tang fan.
Yeah, I want to do something with. I want to have like Effects and Dre like collab on the beat. I don't that'll be dope. I like that kind of music too. Nas, that's really it. People like that.
Who are some of your favorite independent artists?
I like Brick, Big Brick, you know what I'm saying? I like
He's
Brick.
He's from Columbia?
He's from New York.
New York.
Yeah,
okay.
New York. I like Brick. I like my boy Definition, that's my boy. Oh man. I got my boy Jew. I got a singing mentor, he already named it Bub, you know what I'm saying? We working on something with him, you know what I'm saying? I kind of get singing pointers from him too, He's someone I kind of look up to. Listen, he's been around the block a couple times, though. Yeah, man, it's a young dude named Matt K, man. I think he's dope, man. So, yeah.
So as long as you've been doing music, what's been the highlight of your career so far?
The highlight?
If it's one thing that's happened to you that you can pinpoint, The story that you're gonna tell when you get 60 and 70, and you tell your kids and your grandkids.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
It's probably when I met Effects and 3-9, man, for real. Cause like the bond is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So like that's something that's important, you know what I'm saying? The chemistry is crazy. We out, the work ethic is crazy. So that's that's something that's probably a highlight, you know what I'm saying? That we got together, man. We pushed out so many records, and they all dope, and we all on the same page. Like they know what kind of feeling I want to put out there, and that's probably so far. It's probably one of the biggest highlights, man. Just working with somebody that's on the same page as me.
Yeah, that's good. You gotta have some kind of connection or bond with who you're gonna be working with most of the time. Are you looking for any other artists?
I am currently looking for maybe one more, but when you take on more artists, that means you're gonna have to, because of, well, let me rewind a little bit. When we linked up with BayRay already had the it factor, is what I call it. And what I'm looking for in an artist is the delivery, the tone, the texture, and the content. And he had all of that. I just had to, on the lyrical side, he was writing a little bit too many words. So I kind of helped him with that. And then on the singing side, he wasn't doing any harmonies, so I actually helped him with that.
Okay.
But to take on a new artist that don't know the concept of listening to experienced ears, and they want to do it their way, that's going to be time consuming. And I'm not looking for somebody that's, they want to bump heads all the time. No, I like this way, this way.
Right.
You have to be open-minded. And even though he's talented and got the it factor, he's open-minded to listen. And if he uses it, great. If he doesn't, great. But here's the thing. He will actually take that and mold it into his own concept. And I'm cool with it. You see what I'm saying? So the playing field is straight level always, and we're always moving forward. So for me to take on another artist, I could do it, but they would have to be open-minded. Right, exactly. You have to be, you can't just say, oh, I want to start singing today, and you don't know keys, chords, melody. You
Right.
No, I'm not a coach. I'm not, I'm a producer / DJ, and I'll help you get to the right key and sing the right, chords and melody and whatnot. But I'm not here to teach you from step one to get to that point. So, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm really, really blessed and lucky to stumble across somebody like him.
Now, are you looking for another rapper or a singer or someone who can do it all?
You can rap or sing, either one. Okay. But you got to be good at what you do.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm lucky because he's both. He's good at both of them. But don't come to me saying that you're a rapper and then you try to get on and say, well, I want to sing, and you're using auto-tunes. That's not singing. I'm a classic guy. That's not singing to me.
Right.
So if you can sing, you got to prove that you can sing. If you can rap, I'm these three textures, the tone, the delivery, and content. I'm listening. Don't come to me with the, da 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 da. Everybody does that. I want somebody that is different. Yeah, exactly. I need that originality within that person to. Oh wow, man.
Do you think it's hard to find people with a lot of originality these days?
It is. Because it's so oversaturated of what they see and hear, they want to be just like that. It's cool to be just like that, but do it in your own way. Don't do exactly what's already been done. Like that's old news. And it's unfortunate. That's what majority of the people, when they come and they know that I'm, producing and if they knew that I was looking, they would be like, hey, yeah, my little cousin can rap, and then he gets on and he spits something it's really no content, and then it's the same thing that's already out there. And I don't, believe me, I don't bash anybody's dream and this, that, and the other. I say, you know, young fella, you got some work to do. You know, you're not ready for that next level yet. I said, you know, take it for what it's worth. I would practice more, you know. I wouldn't crush the dream. Nah, you need to find another hobby, you know. But I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I would prefer somebody that's already honed in on their skills a little bit. You know, I get it. You know, you need to be groomed, and you need to know about 16 bars. You need to know about the bridge. The hook needs to be this way and this, that, and the other. I get that. Or if you want to rhyme all the way through, I get that too. But you got to be open-minded.
Do you offer classes to help in areas where they need improvement at?
My time is limited. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't have time, you know, to do pretty much a lot of things, you know, because when I DJ, I DJ big functions, you know, concerts and like, you know, when you was talking about BayRay and all the shows that he's going to do or he's done, we're lining up shows for him to do DC, New York.
And you DJ at all of his shows?
Not all of them.
Okay.
Not all of them.
But we do everything in house though, so it's like I said, it's him and it's his son, but they do all my beats. They're constantly producing. You know, we both have our own studios, so we mix and master our own stuff.
That's good.
You know, we got a team of directors that we work with. So,
do you know how to play any instrument?
I can play the violin.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever played it for any beat?
Nah. Well, I could play it well. Like I used to play it for the USC. When I was a kid, I used to have to, you know, I used to do orchestra and stuff like that at the school. Then I started playing it for USC, and as a young kid, so you know, I had to play in front of like the big little orchestra theaters and stuff like that. So I can play the violin. I just don't do it anymore.
What keeps you going in music? I mean, I'm sure sometimes everybody has a day where they just feel like, you know, I don't want to do this no more. What makes you say, you know, it's just a day, I'm going to keep it going? Or when you're trying to write a song, you can't think of anything to write, what gives you motivation to keep going?
I'm glad I never had a day like that, man.
Never?
Nah, never, man. If I do feel like I'm stuck, man, writing, I just go listen to somebody. So I'll be
do you write your song before you get the beat, or do you get the beat first and then you write your song?
I always get the beat.
The process.
Yeah. Because what they do, man, what makes them crazy, man, is that, like, they'll be working on the beat, and I'll, you know, I want to write to it, and they'll just send me the rough of the beat, and I'll write to it. And then when I send them back the record, they actually play all the instrumentation, and they actually, like, build around what I wrote. So it's like, you know, that's why I think they're, like, amazing, man, because they build on it. You know, most producers, they make the beat, they send it to the rapper, and that's the beat. You know, that's just the beat. But every record, they actually build on it. So no matter how I'm rapping, they'll change something in the beat to make it kind of sing with me as I'm rapping. You know, whether they'll fill it out. So, this record needs a bass line instead of an 808, or I want to play some strings in here as he's rapping or singing this, or I want to put, you know, no matter what it is, we can put a banjo in here. You know. You know, they just build on the record, man, to make the record more dope. So,
now, is your studio open for anyone, or is it just limited to your artists?
Right now, it's just limited to my artists because it's in my house. Okay. So you have your personal space, and then you have the you know where my studio is. So it's only to one, I don't want a lot of people coming in and out of my house, right. And then two, I want, you know, like BayRay when he comes over, Brick when he comes over, and you know, not Moby, but AB and Bub when they come over. I want it to be more of a personal, intimate session, and they don't have to worry about people coming in and people coming, you know, going out. Yeah. But yeah, I like it, you know, kind of like separate. Eventually, we're going to branch out and you know, get our own space, and then that way it will be open to the public. And but right now, it's just kind of like in-house, just the folks that I kind of, you know, produce for and
I completely
whatnot.
Understand that.
Yeah.
So when you're performing, what's included in the show with you? Like, do you engage your audience? How do you engage your audience? Do you own the stage? Do you stand in one spot and hold the microphone like this?
To be honest, it depends. It depends on, you know, I kind of vibe off the crowd. You know, I go off the crowd and I kind of, I test them out a little bit. So I'm rapping something, and if it's a hook I want them to sing, so I'll, you know, I probably tell them in advance, like, yo, like, you know, I want y'all to sing this, you know, like kind of like make it a game for them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll sing the hook before the rap verse come on. So I'll be like, yo, say this shit, yo. And they'll say it. They'll repeat it, right? And then I'll be like, all right. So when I put my hand up, y'all gonna say that shit. So I start rapping the verse, right? I probably do the first verse, the first hook, you know, by myself, right? And then by the time the hook come back on, they singing that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, yo, this the cue, yo, oh, this shit hard, you know what I'm saying, yo. And they start singing it, you know what I'm saying? Because they remembered the hook from when I said it before the verse came on.
Have you ever been out somewhere and somebody said, are you BayRay? Are you BayRay from Instagram? Why are you laughing?
Well, I don't know about that part, but when we were shooting Black Maserati, we shot it in Charleston, and we had the the Maserati there, and, you know, BayRay was performing. So in one performance scene, you know, because Charleston is a tour city, so there were people coming up and they were like, hey, is he shooting a video? And, you know, they smiling and they waving at him. So his eyes is going. So we was trying to tell him, you know, look at the camera, you know. But that just kind of reminded me of what was going on when we were shooting the video. And I told him, I said, man, just be prepared, man, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You ready for that?
Nah.
Why not? You seem pretty cool. You seem like you're going to be able to handle it pretty well.
Well, I ain't say I'm not ready for it. I just know some people have good intentions and some people don't. You know, it's a lot of people, man. When you get to a higher level, man, like the level that I want to be on, man, people start then looking for you, not because they're a fan, but necessarily more because they want to gain something from you, or if they want to embarrass you so they can get a name for themselves or something like that. So I I like my space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to people, you know, stuff like that, but like I kind of also try to be aware of the people I'm interacting with and read their character before I interact with them too. So.
Okay. Well, what song you gonna perform for us?
That'll be Effects of Marsha.
Okay. Now, before we get into your performance, we're gonna play 3 snippets that you sent in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the first one you want us to play?
Should we do Black Maserati? You know, and they can hear me singing.
These are
and stuff.
all off of your second album.
Yes, 39 Effects of the Ronin. It's
okay.
Available everywhere.
How did you get that name?
So, this is my producer, and you know he my DJ. You know, his name is DJ Effects. You know, his son is my other producer. His name is 39.
Okay.
So I incorporated the name into the title.
Okay.
39 FX of the Ronin, because I call myself the lyrical Ronin sometimes. So.
And 39 is actually, the way my son figured it out was our birthdays. So my birthday is August 11th, and his is June 28th. So he added them together, and there's his stage name.
Yeah. So since they made the project, they made every beat on that project. I wanted to incorporate their name into the title. So 39 Effects of the Ronin.
Oh wow, I like that. Know. That's dope.
No, we do Black Maserati.
She know I ain't scared to drop them back. Must admit, the mama bad. Love how she run reckless brand. Matter of fact, girl, come with me. This black Maserati so fast. About 200 on the dash. No, I ain't scared to drop them back. I must admit, the mama bad. Come with me. Riding through the city with this bad thing with me. Feeling like I got key to the city. I was always told freaks come at night. Cause it's nighttime when you see stars shine. You see, I don't really care. No, I don't really care about your past. How we grown as hell.
When you're doing your beats, when you're creating your beats, is it just, you know, you go through and hit the buttons and then the sound catches?
Well, BayRay hit it on it earlier. So when we did the foundation of the record, we'll send it to him. say like Black Maserati. So we sent him the foundation of the record, and then he laid his vocals. And what I did was I kind of listened to the key that he was in and built around it, made the strings and the synth go around what he was actually singing to make the record fuller. So when I sent it back to him, it made him sing the hook more enthusiastic. Mm-hmm. And then when he sent it back to me, I built off of what he did in the hook and built a hook around it again. And then that's how we pretty much make all the records.
And it's crazy because this all happens in like a span of a day or two.
Yeah.
So like
it's a quick, real quick turnaround.
Like the writing portion is probably done in the first couple hours.
So it don't take you long to write it all.
Once I catch the vibe, it's pretty fast, and they do that the production on there pretty quickly too. So the songs finish in like a day or two.
So about how long does it take you to do a whole album?
I think 39 Fiction Rona took like maybe 2 months.
Yeah, about 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Still pretty good.
And we still, we like to listen to it.
That including like the mixing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, what's the second snippet?
Lucifer.
Okay.
So this Lucifer record, man, they actually created the beat, man, and it was a me and 3-9 was talking, man. It was an old Jay-Z song that he did, Lucifer, but they actually took the original sample, just that little sound bite, and put it into the hook and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they actually created the beat. They took that sound bite, incorporated in the beat, and he actually scratched on the hook for Lucifer, which was crazy.
On the Jay-Z's Lucifer?
Well, Jay-Z used the same sound bite.
Okay.
So they took the sound bite, because they created the beat already. They took the sound bite, they put the sound bite in the hook, and to make the hook a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Basically made it more, I don't want to say modern, but we made it more classic.
Okay.
Because a lot of hip-hop artists, they don't use DJs like myself and scratch the hook. Mm-hmm. So that's what we did.
So you just made it more of your own.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like the samples are the same, but the way we used it is completely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, they already know how the boy coming. Caution tape on the track, murder forthcoming. Nigga on the paper chase, got me road running. Young nigga always dreaming about that old money. Remember seeing playground full of cursed junkies. Uncle told me ain't nothing like that fast money. Also told me don't be scared to get your hands dirty. Nigga had the chirp phone sending out the birdies. It seemed the dope game influenced me. That's why I mixed the cook crack with the poetry. Have 'em fiending, divine blade cutting their heads up, all the demons. Fear no evil, but I'm sure these niggas be scheming. Hollow tip, black Glock, red beamer. When he see the red dots in the mask, they change demeanor. Hey, misery loves company, so I don't let these niggas trouble me. The God.
For some reason, I want to say that you kind of you didn't sound like Kim, but I don't know why I thought of him. What's his name? What's Peter Gunn's son and Corey Gunn's? Ain't that his name? Yeah. For some reason, when you first came, you ever heard that before?
Nah, that's the first time I heard
When that
Corey
came
Gunn's.
on, I just thought you don't really sound like him, but I thought of him on that song. I don't know why. What was the inspiration from that song?
I wrote it. I just when I heard it, we just like, oh, we throw that Jay-Z soundbite in there. That little it's not Jay-Z. It's not his song. He sampled that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but we took the original. Mm-hmm. So, kind of just want to have that same vibe that Ho had on his.
Okay.
So.
And what's the last snippet we're gonna hear?
I think Southern Boy.
Okay.
Foes on them big toys. Don't forget that I'm a Southern boy. Gutter boy, bass booming out them dirty 12s. They serve me well. Please don't forget that I'm a Southern boy. Gutter boy, 24s on them big toys. Don't forget that I'm a Southern boy. Gutter boy, bass booming out them dirty 12s. They serve me well. Please understand that I'm a Southern boy. Gutter boy, 24s on them big toys. Candy paint, bass booming out them dirty 12s. Tell my bro to hide the gas, think I saw 12. Love them tattoos on my bitch, plus her ass fat. Collard green and cornbread, how she got that? Big smile at them niggas who always hating. Praise to Allah, most you pigs, I don't fuck with bacon. Getting love from the mint to the dirty.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Thanks.
I made that record too, man, because a lot of people, they hear me rap on a lot of shit and they be like, oh man, you sound like you from up north, man. You sound like you from New York, or you sound like you from Philly, you sound like you from somewhere up here, man. So I made that shit. That's why, please don't forget that I'm a southern boy. I'm from the South, man. Just gotta rap like that, man. They got some hard niggas down here. So
You better tell them.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
So before we get into your performance, do y'all want to drop your contact information, like your social media and email, and any albums or shows that you have coming up?
Yeah. So I be on IG mostly. You guys can add me on IG at BayRay 803. BayRay is one word. BAYRAY 803. We just dropped a project. You know, the songs you just heard are on that project. It's called 39 Effects of the Ronin. You know, if you go on any major platform, you'll find that album. You know, Tidal, Spotify, you know, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, anything. You know.
FX Soundbox, Instagram at FXSOUNDBOX. We got the Black Maserati video coming out, which will probably be released real soon. It's a dope video, real dope. Like I said, we shot it in Charleston.
Yeah.
We'll just be looking out for some shows here shortly that will have BayRay either opening it or featuring it. So.
Okay. And if you're ever, you know, putting a show together and you're looking for acts, reach out to me. I can help you with that.
Okay.
Keep me posted on anything you got coming up
Most
in the
definitely.
future, and so we can have you back on here, okay?
Most definitely.
Okay, let's get ready for this performance.
Bet.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't wise to go against the family. Run up on your ass in all black, then I'm going ghost like I'm Danny Phantom. Cut that bitch off if she ain't loyal. Now she saying, give me one more chance. Hold, this ain't Biggie song. They feel the pressure cause I'm about to blow. I give my fans that same high as if they snorted up the snow. I got them bars, please take a shot. Type of flow, leave you real fucked up and stop the whole plot. A living legend, the game is my obsession. Do it for the love I learned from adolescence. Make room for this newcomer. Watch your bitch farm digging in her pipe like a damn plumber. 3-9 got the bass booming. Musical guy with the keys. Shit, he probably could beef with Beethoven. Soundbox told me talk my shit. All these rappers to plug and get in front of this zip. Don't hit my line unless you talking money. One thing I love as much as this music is Blueface Hunters. This that bob your head music. Every time my hand touch the pen, this shit exclusive. Hey, they don't know what I've been through. Riding in the whip, hard black, you can't see through. Price going up like a ship going to the moon. Never out of character, you fake niggas cartoons, you boys weak. My shit flooding the damn streets, but when you drop shit, boy, you barely a damn leak. It brings the pressure. My nigga different from the predecessors, cause in the booth, this fat nigga transformed like Nutty Professor. I'm a god when it come to this. I'm a king like Mike Jack and you other niggas still ain't Prince. New niggas better catch the wave, cause when I come through, I destroy everything like a hurricane. I don't owe these fuck niggas nothing. Funny how I'm about to blow, not everybody won't call me cousin. Don't be afraid to give up good to be great. It's the fear the only thing that's keeping food off your plate. What do it take to be legendary? Anyone can be great, please understand that shit is temporary. Know I said that same line before, but I say it again cause it's a line you should quote to God.